Here come your Rockets!
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!
All right, Rocket football fans, here we are at week 5, midpoint of the season, or at least the regular season, and it's time to start district play. We'll go down to Mayfield on Friday night, War Memorial Stadium, and you got a big task ahead of us. One of the top preseason number 2 in Class A. I think they've fallen to number 3 now, but as good as they've always been, Mayfield. These guys don't know, but we've beaten Mayfield twice in the history of Rocket football. And do you know anybody that was on that team? Yeah. he was on that team. That was your senior year.
Yep, that's my senior
year. We went to the quarterfinals.
Semis, yep.
I mean, yeah, semis. Lost up at Beechwood.
Yep.
Yeah, semis. So anyway, welcome to the program. We have a couple of guys, as we usually do, with us today. We have senior lineman Keegan Pierson and senior linebacker and fumble recovery specialist after last week, Jay Stevenson. So welcome to the show, guys. Your first time on for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, glad you're here. We do have a sad note we want to mention before we delve into this week's show. The passing of Keith Hart, former school board chairman, longtime friend of the football program. Both his boys played football here, Brad and Kyle. And, of course, Brad went on to play at the University of Kentucky, and he has some bowl rings.
Yeah.
But Keith Hart, fine gentleman, longtime businessman out Marion Feed Mill. He'll be sorely missed, and we hate to hear of his passing. So we'll jump right into this. Mayfield comes into this game 3-1. We come in 2-2 after last week. Just some opening comments. Coach, let's let you open this up. What's Mayfield week like so far?
Mayfield week it's just like any other week, but has started district play. So there's any time that district play starts, it adds a little bit, meaning to it. The other ones you feel like are getting you prepared for district time, and now you kind of feel like this is the beginning of your real season. So that aspect, just got to pick up the focus a little bit and hope that you're getting better. The truth is, district's happening a little bit earlier this year for us with joining the 6th team, and then we've had the injuries. So in ways, it feels like we're kind of just getting going, not where we would typically, I don't feel like, be at a week 5. Just with kind of having an identity on both sides of the ball, I feel like we've still been trying to figure it out with just with some of the injuries and things that have kind of set us back a little bit. But with that being said, I feel like we're getting better. But just maybe a little bit further behind than I'd like to be at this point. But nothing that any of these kids are doing. They've done a great job. It's just due to the injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, we got our guys back, our 2 quarterback and a receiver. They missed 2 games. Quinn Summers and Caden Howard, they were back last week and very productive on the field. We'll get into that just a little bit. What about you guys? Mayfield week, what does it mean? What does it mean to you, Keegan?
It just means we got to come in and fight hard, work our butts off all week, just really focus, just try our best, and do the best of our ability to beat them.
Yeah. Anything particular as far as Mayfield team goes that you've seen this year? Do you follow them each week, or your district opponents? Do you kind of keep up with how they're winning, or?
I mean, I just look at their scores.
Yeah. Did you see the Tillman score?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah. Yeah, of course, that's the only blemish on their record. They play a very good schedule, too. Jay, like I said last week, 2 fumble recoveries, and He, I believe, let's see, I believe I have a note in here too. You're second on the team in tackles for loss. You have 4. So good start to the season. What are you seeing in Mayfield? How do you prepare for Mayfield week?
Very good team. Just got to come out mentally strong and physically strong and try to physicality is the big thing with this team because they're big, strong, good football team, really good football team. We just got to be mentally focused and play hard.
You know, it's a team, obviously, everybody that follows West Kentucky football knows every year they're Final Four or Final Two. Almost you can count on them being there. So, obviously, a large task, a big challenge this week. And right off the bat, like we said in the district, we gotta face the favorite right off the bat. Looking through the district standings, of course, Mayfield and Caldwell County are both 3-1 out of the chute here. Nobody in the district has played. This will be opening week for everyone in the district. We're sitting at 2-2, as is Fort Campbell, and then Todd Central and Trigg County are both at 1-3. Over in the other side of the region, over in the District 2, Hancock County and Owensboro Catholic are both 3-1. Fort Knox is 2-2, and McLean County is 2-2. Knox had a little better season than sometimes they typically do, it appears. You know, you look around the district last week. Anything surprising, Coach Courtney?
It's been so long, I can't
Caldwell
remember.
County, you know, they hammered Webster 56-14.
Yeah, I remember that one. Who else do we have?
Campbell 36, Hop Central 16. Interesting score because we'll play both of those guys later in the season.
That one is, yeah. I'm not sure. And Hopkins Central played Caldwell relatively close early, so it's kind of interesting score there.
Yeah, Fort Campbell's one of those teams. I mean, they're up or down. It seems like
I don't know a whole lot about them. I know they got 2 kids that are very good, especially a running back and then another athlete. So they definitely have a couple weapons on this team.
Mayfield took care of McCracken County 39-3.
Yeah, that's a statement win.
Yeah,
so
that sure was. Coming off that game at Tillman, I guess they wanted to win that West Kentucky. They're kind of the big 3 down there, you might say. Hoptown beat Trigg. Trigg has had some close games this year, but Hoptown kind of walked them off 55-28, pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Todd Central lost to Tennessee team Joe Burns, 56-24.
Yeah.
So coming up this week, Trigg will be at Caldwell.
That's a good matchup. It's definitely one we got our eyes on.
Yeah, and Todd Central will be at Fort Campbell if they can get on the base.
Yeah. It's getting tougher all the time.
It's getting tougher all the time. And we'll go down there in a few weeks just to kind of take a look at that. Where are we at? We'll see. After this week, we'll be after Mayfield, we'll be back home. No, we'll be at Trigg,
then back home.
We'll back home for Todd Central, and then it's our bye week. Time to heal up a little bit.
Yep.
And then we will be at Fort Campbell, and then finish up the district at home against Caldwell County on October 24th.
Yeah, and Chris, since you mentioned that, just to give you even more of a heads up, if you haven't already, you got to have your real ID to get on base now at this point. So just if you're watching, you probably need to get on that if you haven't yet. You got to have, if you're over 18, you got to have that real ID to get on base. I think that's new.
And you need to get there early. Of course, this game is in the future, but once everybody start playing.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to think about it the week before and be like, I don't have a real ID. It'll be too late. So
because it takes a little while to put all that stuff together and get ready. So that's kind of a rundown. We'll just run it through some of the scores from last week. You guys chime in too. Madisonville beats Paducah Tillman 25-22. Madisonville's a team you guys scrimmaged. What did you see in that? You guys, was that a surprising score to you? Or, I mean,
yeah, I thought Tillman was going to go and walk all over them.
You thought Tillman would walk? Yeah. Madisonville's a good team, no question. They have some athletes, but still a surprising score. Sometimes I talked to Coach Thompson. He was at our game the other night watching you guys play, and I think he was in agreement that it was an opportunity to be humbled just a little bit and maybe set them on a finer course.
Yeah, could be the best thing that ever happened to them, honestly. You don't want to lose a game, but kind of resets you and let you know, like you said, humble you a little bit, get you back hungry. They haven't lost a game in a long time. Get them back hungry, So
19 straight wins, I think, what it. So obviously we keep our eye on that with Coach Thompson down there and Avery, one of their star players. So some other scores next week. I mean, this past week, teams that we'll see, of course, or have seen, Graves County beat Union County 19-15, and Murray 55, Marshall County 28. Union County in the Graves County game there, 4-point loss. That game could have gone either way.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that score. I don't know much about Graves, but I expected Union County to probably win that game. Mm-hmm. But I don't have any idea what happened.
Good,
yeah, so I don't know.
So let's talk a little bit about last week. Of course, we played a team we'd never played before in the history of Crittenden County football. We met Union City, Tennessee, the Golden Tornado, not to be mixed up with the Blue Tornado down the road at Tillman. Only 2 tornadoes I know around. Of course, Union City, a team that is traditionally a contender for the state championship almost every year, a perennial contender for sure. They came in and we handled them. Of course, they scored late, but the game never. It seemed like we were always in control of that game. Coach Courtney speak that a little bit. They came back, and made it a one-possession game at the end. But I know you started running the ball second half. You felt like if y'all could just take care of the ball, I'm sure.
Yeah, it felt like once we got up, it felt pretty good. They, first off, Union City, their coaches and players, I was just really impressed with them. They were all yes sir, no sir, and just really respectable kids and well coached. And the coach was a really nice guy, so really thought well of how they handled themselves before the game and even after the game in defeat. So just really thought a lot of them as a program. They had a lot of things going on, a lot of issues. Quarterback got hurt, and kind of things kind of flipped within their offense, it felt like. So we felt like if we could get up at that point, they might have some trouble scoring, especially at that point. So it did kind of feel like we needed to run the ball a little bit more and be maybe a little bit more conservative, let the defense kind of take care of business once we got up. And we did give up a late touchdown pass that kind of, I think, surprised our corner a little bit.
Well, it was the only pass they completed all night.
Yeah, right.
They only threw 3.
Right. So, we did get one late. But, yeah, it definitely felt like once we got up, we just needed to kind of run the ball and control the game and play defense. So guys did a great job creating turnovers. That was the big story of the game. We still only ended up +3 the way that we count them. So, but still, +3 is really good. It's a lot better than anything we've been this year. So that was a big takeaway of the game. Was all the takeaways that we were able to get.
Yeah, after their quarterback went out, and it's my understanding he was the third-team quarterback. If you go back to last year and who they expected to have back, their number 1 guy went over to another school, Milan, and then I think another guy got hurt, was the quarterback, and so this was their third team guy. And then the running back ended up. He just had a hard time running the offense, and you guys took advantage of it, right?
Yes,
I mean, you ever seen any balls laying on the ground?
No.
Jay had of course they had 9 fumbles and lost 5 of them. I'd missed one in the stats originally. I think I didn't get you but one originally. I thought that somebody else had one, ended up missing it actually. But nonetheless, tell us about that game for you, Jay. I mean, you just in the right place at the right time. What's going on?
The first one was a bit of a surprise. It came out and started rolling towards Trey, and he didn't hop on it fast enough, so just hopped on the football, did what I was coached to do, curled up in a ball on it, and he laid over me. And then the second one, I can't remember who popped it out, but somebody popped it out, and I was the only one there. Nobody else in sight, so I just hopped on it.
Yeah. And then after it's over, tell about when you get a turnover, what happens on the sideline?
Turnover trash can is a big thing. It helps the energy keep going, and of course the sideline, hyping up anybody that gets a turnover ever, and really helps you realize that you need to do more of that. It's a great feeling to have the team behind you when you get a turnover.
Yeah, the can was rattling pretty heavy out there.
Yes, sir.
I got tired.
Yeah, I got tired. Keegan, what'd you see in that game, and how'd you feel about the victory?
I felt pretty good, except at the start, it kind of scared me a little bit when they did that little stretch play or whatever, and they just took it out for a touchdown. That scared me, and then of course the onside kick. That surprised me.
Yeah, the onside kick just set them up. Yeah, right off the bat. When a team when the team does that right off the bat, you got to think that maybe they think this is going to be a tight game. We better score when we can, get a short field. And they did, and then that's the only time they scored until the very end because you guys took the ball away from them almost every possession. In that game, anything particular? Did you see anything? Anybody growing up there on the line? Anything that really caught your eye?
I really think our linebackers stepped up this game. They played their butts off.
Mm-hmm. Jay's one of them, and Pointy just keeps having. Braden Poindexter just has big games after big games, don't he?
Yeah, it's starting to become just kind of expected. He has 10 tackles, solos every game, so yeah.
That's a strong.
Just
game.
doing it, yeah. He's just doing it so much it kind of seems like it's not that big of a deal, but it is. He's having very good games every week.
If we can go pretty deep in the playoffs, a couple of games in the playoff. I know you want to go all the way, but if we can go a couple of games, that'll put him in position maybe to get that season tackle record.
What is it?
I want to say it's somewhere in the
something.
Is it that many?
That's what would be my guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. It's on the website.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was thinking maybe it was a little lower than that, but that may be what it is.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
that'd be my guess, but I don't know.
You said it?
No, but I had it, and I had it at 135 when I graduated, so I know it's higher than that.
So you passed Wampy. He was at 124 or something like that.
And I believe it's been passed a couple of times since then. I believe maybe Adam Beavers and Tyler Boone, I believe, now has it. So I don't know where it's at, but
of course,
pretty high.
Andy Hunt has all the stats on the internet. Anybody wants to go see that. I should have looked that up before we came in here. So we're going to take a short break and let you get acquainted with our sophomore class. Every week we met all the juniors and last week and the seniors week before. This week we're going to meet all of the sophomores and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beaver Seeding and Air. Go Rockets!
Connor Poindexter, sophomore, quarterback, Marion, Kentucky.
Ethan Sash, sophomore, linebacker, running back, Marion, Kentucky.
Camden Nash, sophomore, invert, receiver, tight end, and I live in Mattoon, Kentucky.
A.J. Berry, sophomore, kicker, Marion, Kentucky.
Hunter Curnel, sophomore, invert, right tackle, Marion, Kentucky.
Wyatt Gibson, sophomore, receiver, corner, and I live in Crittenden County.
Johnny Trammell, sophomore. I'm a nose guard and center, and I'm from Fredonia.
Parker Phillips, sophomore, center, nose guard, Metzen.
All right, we're back, and what we're going to do now is talk with the guys again, and I want them to talk about their teammates and give some shout outs to some guys that are playing well. I mean, we know the guys that we see in the stats, that make the offensive guys. And then we know that Pointy's been there, player of the week every week, I think, just about. Who's some other guys, Jay, that you want to give a shout out to? Really getting after it.
Joe Bumpus for sure. It was a little rocky start with the two scrimmages in the first game of the season with him, but I think he really stepped it up against Union and Webster, and especially Union City causing how many fumbles? 2, and recovering both of them, or
he was responsible for a couple. I think he caused one and recovered one.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Had a couple tackles. I think he's becoming a big part of our defense. Blitzing especially. He's a quick kid. Can't really touch him if he knows what he's doing. That is, but starting to become a big part of the defense.
Absolutely, and just a freshman. He's just learning how to play, and man, he looks. I was talking to J-Rod Coach Brown at the game the other night. Just he looks like a football player.
Yeah,
moves like a football player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just something about it. It's an intangible that you can't put your finger on. But man, he looks it.
Yeah, he's a special kid, I think. As a freshman, especially playing linebacker, any physical type position like that, and be able to play as well as he's playing says a whole lot. He's got natural pop about him. His hips come. He's naturally explosive. He explodes through contact. So just to be able to be that physical as a freshman, he gets after it, is really impressive to me, because being a freshman and being able to physically impose your will on people at times, and that's kind of what he's been able to do. A really impressive thing that a lot of seniors can't do. So being able to do it as a freshman, it's really exciting as his coach, and really helpful as a defense. We really needed somebody to step along, and he's really gave us a lift.
Yeah, many people may know his father, who's a pastor down at Salem Baptist. Very, very well known, well respected down there for sure. And I think wasn't he just elected to the?
I don't know, Chris.
I think maybe the site-based team or something.
I do believe that's correct. I do think I seen him about that.
But yeah, we like Joel Bumpus.
Yes, we do.
Have you got a nickname for him? What's his nickname?
Bumpy.
Bumpy. Because everybody's got a nickname. You got to have. If you're a good football player, you got to have a nickname, right? Yeah. What's your nickname?
J-Bird.
J-Bird. Yeah, that's good. You got one, Keegan?
KYP.
Yeah, that's right, KYP. So, let me correct something. I see your name spelled different ways. It's P-I-E-R-E-S-O, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I see it, like on the KHSAA, it's spelled P-E-A.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, I didn't think
we need
so.
to get it corrected then, because it comes from Infinite Campus.
Yeah, because I know your family, and I thought that's not his family. The way the family spells it. So I spell it right. Yeah. So give me a shout out on somebody that you're seeing, some of your teammates. That's really kind of turning your head.
Hayden Hughes, he's been playing pretty good lately.
Hayden,
on both side of the balls.
Another freshman.
Yes, sir. And especially in the future, when he can put some muscle on and get taller, he's going to be a good athlete.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? He of course he caught a touchdown in which game was that? I can't.
That was week 1 in Marshall, very first game.
And I didn't see him show up too much in the stats this week, but you're saying he's still playing well. Yeah. What? Anybody else you got?
Not that I can really think of.
Yeah. I thought Trey Taylor. He's a guy that he'll have a play that you think. He just can't get going.
Yeah.
And then the next play, he's got this star play. You know? I think he carries a lot on his shoulders too. Yeah. And you can tell if he has something that's a negative yardage or something on a play, the next play he's going for 10.
Yeah.
He just. Do you feel like that?
No, I do, yeah. I think he's extremely tough and always wanting to bounce back and just always wanting to do a really good job. I mean, he takes it personal if he's not getting yards or if things are going wrong, and it plays into his favor. And he's been like that on defense the same way, too. If he was to get beat or something like that, he always bounces back really strong. So, yeah, I think that's definitely a trait that he has, a resilient trait. And both these two guys, they're both here, but both these two guys are here for a reason. They both really stepped up, both of them, from attitude to playing extremely hard. They both gave us an extreme lift. Like you talked about Jay getting, what'd you have, 2 recovered fumbles, just sprinting to the ball, getting to the ball. Keegan caused 2 and got 1 and recovered 1. So that was, and most of them just running to the ball. Keegan's just sprinting to the ball.
5 tackles.
Yeah, they played extremely well. And Coach Brown, I feel like, has done a great job with the defensive line, and I feel like they've really improved each week. And Keegan's been a big part of that. And Jay, too. Jay's in our defense, you could call him a defensive end or a linebacker. He's our move-around guy. He's our hybrid guy. He may be at defensive end one play, he may be at backer. He may be in a 3 technique. You never know. But he's our move-around guy that's important to us to be able to move around. But Coach Brown works with him as well. So just doing a really good job up front. I think it's been a big difference for us.
When you've got a team like you have this year, maybe not quite as much experience as you have some other years, I see the coaching staff really – they're really getting after it. Everybody. Yeah. J-Rod is, he is extreme.
Yeah, he coaches his tail off.
He's coaching every minute.
Yeah.
he's intense.
Yeah.
And he's on these guys, and he's running up the sideline looking.
And they never know different. It don't matter if it's Monday at film, Tuesday at defense, Wednesday at offense, Thursday on special teams. Coach Brown coaches his tail off every second that he's out there. He's never not coaching. Monday at JV games, he's coaching the same way. So, and especially having an O-line, D-line guy that's like that, because that's where you need that intensity at, I feel, is really valuable what he brings. Somebody that coaches just hard all the time. And all those guys did a good job. I was really impressed with Coach Barry. The last play, like, what are we going to do when there's 9 seconds left, the game's kind of lined 4th down. Him kind of drawing up a max protection and making Quinn hold the ball the last second, throwing as high as long as he could. They're all doing a good job. Really blessed with a great coaching staff, but Coach Barry did a really good job closing that game out the other night.
Yeah. So you guys, we talked about Coach Brown, and y'all work with him. Talk about Coach Brown a little bit. What he motivates you?
Yeah, he's always on our tail.
Yeah, you like that though, don't
Yeah,
you?
he's intense, but it makes us better, and that's what we need.
Yeah. Jay?
I like to think of him as a crazy uncle.
Crazy uncle. I hope you're watching.
He probably does not. I mean, somehow tell him though.
He's probably like sitting at that deer stand.
No, he's probably sitting on his recliner drinking a Coke right now.
Yeah,
Pepsi.
So anyway, a great win last week. Like we said, turnovers were a big part of it. Quinn got. I thought Quinn early. It looked like timing was a little bit off. Right. Of course, he's missed 2 weeks, but and then he got on and it found Caden in stride, that ball over the middle.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, both of them.
Yeah.
And that put the ball up and let great players go get it, and nobody can catch them. Right?
Yeah. Impressive the way both of them came out. I thought, like you said, it was a little comeback. A little bit rocky at times, but really impressed with them being out and still dealing with a little bit of pain and stuff.
Sure.
But they both led the offense, I thought.
He was 15 for 24, and I'd say I don't have my stat sheet in front. I'd say most of those misses were early.
Yeah,
early in the game because he was on target later, and he did have. Had that one interception, he kind of floated over the middle. Just came.
Yeah, it was actually a blown play though.
Yeah,
and it was 4th down, just trying to give us a chance.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
there was a lot going in. There's a lot of going into that.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So anyway, it's kind of a recap of last week coming in to this week. Again, Mayfield. I mean, it's Mayfield. You gotta expect what you're going to get.
Yeah,
it's not going to be an easy chore. So, I guess snap it up. And what do we have to do, you think, to keep this game, to keep the score close so we got a chance at the end?
Just keep focused, have our mental game right, just play as hard as we can, especially defensive-wise. We can't let them score as much. And then offense, we just got to try to do our best to get the ball down the field. I know the past years we struggled to do that with our good defense, but if we focus in, just have a good mental way about it, we could do it.
Yeah, Jay, what you got as far as is there any particular aspect of their game you think we've got to stop this? I mean, they have a lot of weapons, a lot of people.
We've got to stop their running back for sure. That's number one priority. Stop their running back, and also we can't let them get in stride. They're one of those teams that if you let them get going, they won't stop. So
running backs, England. Josiah England, I believe number 3 is their top guy. He's rushed for right at 300 yards in 4 games. Of course, they throw the ball around a lot too. The Robbins boy, he's a junior, and I think England's a junior as well.
They're both juniors.
So we're going to have to deal with them for the next 2 years. Gray Robbins, quarterback, he's thrown for 736 yards. Coach Courtney, what's the game plan against these guys? I mean, I know you don't give out secrets, but just in general.
Yeah. I think the first thing I've been talking to them about is just believing. The first thing you got to do when you're going to Mayfield, you can't just give them 14 mental points before you get there. You got to make them earn it. They're an extremely good football team, but you got to go in there and believe that you can play with them to be able to do it. That's the first thing. And from there, it just comes to execution. Mayfield's going to make plays. They talked a lot about mental stuff. I believe that's a big part of it. When they score, we got to continue to try to answer. If they go up 2 scores, we still got to just continue and have some mental endurance about ourselves, some competitive nature, and just keep fighting. And like you said, we need to have it in striking distance in the 4th quarter. That's what I've talked to them about all week as well. We just want to be in it in the 4th and then see what happens. Stay in the game. Don't worry if we get down 1 or 2 touchdowns. touchdowns even, doesn't matter. Just let's be in it in the fourth. Let's have a chance in the fourth to make something happen. So that's our goal this week. But to be able to execute it, first off, we just got to believe it. We can't just walk into Mayfield and give them the win because it's Mayfield. They're a very good football team, as they always are. We got to make them earn it.
And you always want to put a finish on every game.
Right.
That leapfrogs you right into the next week too.
Correct, right.
You want to put a strong finish on it. So, and being in the game late, it makes a difference.
Absolutely.
You got to keep that energy and excitement going. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. I know they had an incident down there earlier in the year. Is there any special security we need to know about?
I don't know that they need to know about it. I mean, I've talked to the people up there about it, Peyton Croft actually, about it, and just said that they banned off certain areas. You got to have bans and things like that. But I don't think it's anything you need to know before. I think there's a big presence there as far as police force and things like that, making sure everything's safe, or at least as safe as they can. So, but I don't think anything that we necessarily need to know. And they sent out how the tickets are, Chris, and I haven't even looked at it to know. But
as far
I can
as
get on my phone.
electronic,
yeah. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
You can go ahead, but I'm not on my phone. I'm just going to check this so I can let you guys know.
Yeah. Of course, War Memorial Stadium, one of the most imposing places we play, and particularly when you look down on that scoreboard, it's got all those state championship years that they had on it, big concrete sod on that stadium, and the good thing is it seems like the visiting fans are closer, and really they are, it just seems like, but they're a little closer to the field than what when those fans at Mayfield side get on farther up in the stands. So at least you got a little momentum. Do you feel like that down there? Have you guys played down there? Y'all played down there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, anything?
Their field is very intimidating, just based on the fact of it looks huge. It's a lot like I can compare it to Caldwell's. They got the big
stadium, big concrete,
the big concrete stadium, and then
and it's kind of away.
Yeah,
they got did you find out about those tickets?
Yes, sorry. It says GoFan. There'll be a GoFan link, which we'll post that up. But you can also, it says cash as well. So it seems like cash. So it seems like whatever you want. Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Well, we're going to take a trip down to Mayfield on Friday night and open the Class 2A First District schedule against the mighty Mayfield Cardinals. We'll see what the Rockets come in this game 2-2 on a 2-game win streak. So we'll be excited to see what they can bring to bear down in Mayfield this week. We'll see you down there. Kickoff at 7 p.m.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!